Did you ever want to know how your favorite GAC content creator performs compared against others? You will find out on the new GAC Center show hosted by The Nev from the Escape Podcast channel and Flair from Gaming Embers. This show will be live every week at 10:30 p.m. Eastern on the Escape Podcast channel on Twitch. It will show you various stats and highlights from the current Grand Arena season. You will find every important link in the description down below.
So yeah, here we are at a new week, the final week of this season of Grand Arena. And I've been matched up in a group with some good opposition actually. And this first guy might not be the hardest in the group, I feel. But there definitely are some others. We can have a quick look. Let's start with the guy we're gonna face now. So he rocks a Padme team on defense in Grand Arena, but I actually saw that he had a Darth Revan squad way stronger. So what he might be doing is that he climbs with Darth Revan and then sets the Padme team on defense, because it's a better defensive team than the Darth Revan squad is actually. Overall, he seems to beat me in relics and G13, so I need to start to improve in that area. His galactic power is way lower than mine, but we have similar top characters, counting the GP there. We'll see here. Yeah, I noticed something. We're gonna look at his defense here. But he actually always places this team on defense, his negotiator, and then he attacks with a kind of a crappy fleet, and all his pilots are high relics. So I'm happy that I always climb to first spot in arena, so I'm kind of used to be facing high relic negotiators, but there's, yeah, of course, always a risk of failing. But I still feel confident because 9 out of 10 times I beat them. So let's see if we can do that again here. We'll see if he keeps his Hound's Tooth. I'm not too sure about that. So let's go take a look at the other opponents in numbers. Just gonna switch over here in OBS to it. There we go in Chrome here. So this is Del Jade 2, so it might be an alt account or something like this. As you see, total GP is wonky. We're still getting closer here when it comes to the top 65s, even though I definitely have an advantage over him. He's reached Kyber, and so okay, speed is not very impressive when it comes to him actually. I will have no issues, but I don't think he puts anything really tough on defense anyway. We're gonna have a closer look. He's got Watt, that's unusual for my GP, for us to be able to have that. He's got some good relics. How many relics did he have? So, or a G13. He's got 15, I got 10. Yeah, it's something I notice here in the entire group actually is, except for these two in the end here, I'm kind of low on G13s, so I gotta step that up and make sure I have some more top tier G13s to compete with here. Darth Odium is definitely the highest in risk factor I've seen all throughout this season, so he might pose serious threats, but I'm not too worried. I need like one win to reach Kyber, so I can take a loss. But of course, competitive as I am, I want to win. So let's have a look at what Del Jade normally sits in defense here. And before we do that, actually, we can have a quick look at mine. I actually checked mine in the last week. And of course, GG always brings good numbers to me, but this time he was really, really exceptional. When it comes to here, my defense. So remember, this is only 71,000 in GP. My opponent here brought in a Padme team, all relics, at a total of 123,000. So it's like 50,000 GP difference, and only got away with 52 banners. So they stole 8 banners from that team, and that's just amazing to me. That's exactly what I want from a team, so I'm very happy about that. And I don't know if we have another star here. Let's see. Yeah, this Padme team, he took in the right counter. Nowadays people like to use this trio and Thrawn, and I do too, actually. So he brought in the right team. Mine was 116,000. There were about 103,000. But look, everybody got deleted except for Cyan, who is high relic. So they got away with 46 banners there, which still makes me very happy, actually, even though they got the win on their first attempt. 46 banners is pretty lousy to score. So yeah, you see they struggled overall against this team. We can look at my other week here. My defense. So GG lost, and I checked this out, actually. These are all Relic 7. So against a full Relic 7 CLS squad, that's extremely powerful. Maybe the most powerful trio in the game, especially at Relic 7. They still took CLS out and stripped banners of the others too. So I'm guessing this is like 62 minus 3, 4, 5, 6 banners. So it's a lousy 56 banners from his 3 Relic 7 characters there. So GG once again did a good job. I think their GP was like 93,000 combined. So yeah, and this one is good too. I looked up, and this is an insane team he got here. They're all Relic 7. And they got a total GP of 151,000. This Treya team I threw down here to try something new out. I didn't need it. He didn't have any geos in his defense. I knew that. Was 104,000. So 104 against 151. And still I managed to strip at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 banners from him. So I definitely want to keep using GG. I want to try to use Treya as much as I can in defense, because people are not used to deal with Treya, and there are no really solid counters either. And I want to use Padme on defense if I can, because she's not very good offensive when it comes to banners, and she always does a solid job on defense. So if I can, against my current opponent, I will use that team. Let's look. He won his first round, lost to 2 others. And we'll see his defense here. So some Vader squad, threw Watt in there, but no tank. And he doesn't really know who the weapons tech goes to, I guess, there. So I don't fear that team too much. Some bounty hunters and crew. Yeah, there's no tank crew there, so wonder where he uses Bosk. And this NS team, I'm not too worried about. I can use something like in my EP again there, so there's no Taliesin in the. Okay, he places weird defenses. This is solo opportunity, solo opportunity, solo opportunity. So I feel that even though he probably attacks with few characters, I feel I can attack, yeah, with even fewer and get even more banners than him. So I can definitely spare Treya. Yeah, here we see the negotiator on defense, and he normally gets a hold because it's a very good negotiator. Let's see if he kept about the similar defense in the other ones. Yep, Phoenix there. Another version of Vader there that still sucks. Kept the negotiator. A guy with malevolence beat it, so I'm confident that I will too then. Normal bounty hunters here. I'll use CLS. I'll solo with something. Okay, what with Old Republic? I don't really like that because it makes it way harder to solo them. I think I tried with Malak once and failed, if I don't remember it incorrectly. Okay, and that GG squad, I gotta check. I think he got some good droid. I'll take a note there and I'll see how good his droids are. So that's something different there. But otherwise I feel like I almost don't need to use any of my meta teams. Like my Revans. Okay, he uses that again. So maybe I'll keep my JKR just for this team. This is some sort of timeout team he tries to go with here. No threats. Now he uses what again with Old Republic, so we'll probably have to use something quite solid there to get it down. This is no threat, no threats, no threats. So okay, let's check him out again. Let's go back and check his GG team. Here we go. There are the droids. So okay, they're solid. What am I doing? Separatists. But General Grievous, yeah, this is not gonna be... He is no threat at all. But I will still use a Bastille lead. He doesn't even have to say that to give him extra turns. But I need to respect these guys for sure. This is a fast B1. So he'll be taking a lot of turns healing the team up. So I'm very happy he doesn't decide to use what on this team. That would make it a lot more annoying to deal with. He's got some great potency there. And Magna Guard is really tanky. So for sure I need to go with my JKR team and Mark B2 here. So that might be my only serious threats. We'll check quickly just his Night Sister. I think they were extremely weak. Oh yeah, my god. Not even gear 10 on zombies, so she's not gonna help her team out at all. And no leader Seda on Asajj. Maybe he just put this on and maybe he will try to go with her lead. Still very slow, so my EP can definitely power that team down very easily. And while we're at it, let's check the different bounty hunters. He really doesn't seem to know what team comps to go for. Okay, so it's not a double Zeta. I can get rid of his taunts. Lots of tenacity, it seems. Yeah. Decent speed, but nothing special. So okay, I feel confident that I could put down a pretty tough defense and still have enough squads to beat him, confident with some solos and whatnot. So I will, as always, use my GG squad here. Now I beefed it up a bit, unfortunately. I have to because I'm going for gas, so I need to keep getting them up to gear 12 and relics. At least B1, B2 are becoming relics. So, okay, it's at 74. It's not too much, actually. It's that's our first team, and then one of the other strong teams, Treya, because he'll be unsure of how to play against Treya. I bet he doesn't even have Treya by himself, so I don't even need to worry that he's good at it, at using Treya, and know her weaknesses and her strengths. So we'll just throw in some trashy Sith here to make him think that they might not be all that strong. So these I'm saving. Maul normally does a good job, and Sith Assassin 89k, just below 90. That's good for numbers looking weak, but are pretty solid. And then in the back we'll try two other strong teams. The Padme team and then let me just see here. Yeah, the Geos, because he doesn't, as I said, doesn't have his own Treya, so he's gonna be struggling to get through the Geos. Or maybe I'll just put the Geos up instead. I'm not quite sure. And I will use maybe Night Sisters here instead. And can I replace Talia with some character I'm not planning to use anyway? Let's see here now. I'm not planning to use Salvar anywhere. So could he just be a maybe disruptive tank instead? Just for the fun of it? Yeah, that might be worth trying. Let's do it. Yeah, my old Republic, I used them twice in defense and they held really poor as expected. They were kind of like a filler team, but they were the only team that gave any of my opponents 60 banners. One time they got 60 from them, and another time they got 58. So yeah, I kind of knew that, but and I was planning to use Geos up here. And what else? Shakti. Shakti held twice for me last time. So there we go. So when my opponent comes in, he's gonna see a tough team there that he needs to save a good team for, he will think. So he will hopefully go a bit weaker against these two, hoping that he can save something for the back. And still in the back, I'm hoping that whatever he saves is not the proper counter for a Padme team. I'm feeling quite confident about my defense here. That it will strip necessary banners and that my offense will be quite amusing if he sets the teams I'm hoping for. So... and I gotta think now, because yes, I am going up against a max negotiator. So maybe I should have saved Houndstooth for offense, which weakens my defense like crazy, so I don't like that, but... 5... Let's see what other teams, what other squads I can bring in. So, okay. No, actually. I'll be nice to this guy. I'll let him take fleets. I don't like it at all, actually, but... I'm not taking any chances. I think I got him anyway. Because if I wouldn't get through that fleet zone, that would be a disaster. So that's my defense for Del Jade the Second. And Darth Odium. Odium is Latin for hates, so that's kind of funny, I guess. He's got some good relics here. That Vader relic is so much fun. All the 3 Zetas. Got the Treya up and running with Cyan and Nihilus. How fast is his Thrawn? 248, that's not impressive, and it's 6 E-mods. That's silly. Okay, got a decent Padme team, decent Darth Revan, decent CLS. Very decent CLS, actually. Very good. And Jedi Knight Revan that kicks butts. Good Separatist or Bounty Hunter squad, maybe. Yeah, that will be an interesting challenge. Oh, we got both the Sith Marauder and the Sith Empire Trooper there. But yeah, there we have it. My first defense for this week set. Let's see how close we're getting now to... Okay, well, we're ranked at 6 at the moment, but still a lot of setup phase to do. Yeah. Another... yeah. What is it? 1300 points and I'm up in Kyber. So that feels nice. And the feats are... Okay. Squad. Darth Vader, Boba Fett, an Imperial Stormtrooper. I doubt I've even... Imperial Stormtrooper. Okay, it's... No. He's gonna be way too weak for that. If I even got him. I thought his name was only Stormtrooper, not Imperial Stormtrooper. Thinking Stormtrooper. Is it this guy they mean? Let's see here now. Imperial troopers? Is here an Imperial stormtrooper? It must be him that they're referring to. Well, I would be very surprised if I get a win with that guy. How many banners was it? It was some sort of badge too. So it's 90. I got all week to think about it. We'll see for the offense what my opponent brings. But yeah, that's all for this time, so catch you when it's time for my attacks.